Hello everyone, welcome to Quick and Easy Cooking. Today we are going to make one of my favorite Greek appetizers, and it's a spinach feta cheese puff pastry. Now the ingredients that you will need are red onion, 1 egg, puff pastry sheets, parsley, butter, feta cheese, garlic salt, black pepper, chopped spinach, or you can use real spinach, and you will also need some EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil. See how I've got the spinach right there and I'm just wringing out the juice? Look at that water come out. See how much water came out of that spinach right there? You want to squeeze it like that. And you want to make sure that the juice is out of it. Okay, see that?
Now, get all the fluid.
Yeah,
out.
get all the fluid.
And this is what, at the end,
This is how much water, and juice that came off of those 2 boxes of spinach.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get all that out.
So you want this to really be dry.
Yeah.
You know, just like that, so you can't see anything.
Right.
So you want it like that.
Now these were frozen. Okay, oh, sorry for the movement of my camera. Hold on here. Let me put this down a little bit more. See, these were frozen. Now, even if you have fresh spinach, you have to do the same process. You have to get the water out of the spinach. Now, what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Now, what I've got here, see that? I got some EVOO right here in my little skillet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our red onion in here, and we're going to saute our red onion. Now I've got our red onion in,
Which is a half a cup.
which is a half a cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute this, and we're going to add this to our spinach mixture. Okay? Now see the onions? See how translucent those look like? That's what you want to do. So now we're going to take our onions and we're going to put it into the spinach. But you want your onions translucent. Now I want to show everybody I transferred our spinach to a different bowl. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the onions on in. Now what I've done is I've added our onion right here, so our spinach is going to cool down. So I'm just waiting for it to cool down for a few minutes. And then I'm going to add an egg. Now what I've done is I've changed our bowl right here. I put it into a bigger bowl because I'm going to add our parsley and our feta cheese and all that. But right here what I've got is our spinach drained, and I also have our onion, our purple onion. Now I took that off the eye. You guys saw me cook that. So now I'm just letting it cool down. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to add 1 tablespoon of parsley. So that's my dried parsley in there. Now you can use fresh parsley if you like, but I'm just going to use dried parsley. Now what I've added is I put 1/4 of garlic salt in this. Now I've added 1/4 of black pepper. So we've got 1/4 of garlic salt and 1/4 of black pepper.
Now you're just going to toss your mixture.
Okay, now we're just going to toss our mixture around. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss this all around with our ingredients in, our garlic salt, pepper, parsley, everything in. Now I'm going to add the feta cheese. Okay. Now you see that? This is the way your mixture should look. I took feta and I crumbled it up. Now look how good that looks. Doesn't that look good? This is so good. Now you don't need a lot of salt, and that's the only reason why I used 1/4 of garlic salt, because the cheese is salty enough. Feta cheese is salty, so you don't want to add a lot of salt. But it's to your preference. But this is so good. Now what I've done here, this is a cutting board, okay? And what I've done is I've taken all-purpose flour and I put it on our cutting board because we're going to take our puff pastry sheets out and we're going to cut them. So that's what we're going to do. Now what I've got here is our puff pastry sheet. I wanted everybody to see how thin they are. So you have to be careful because you'll break them apart. See how they pull? Anyways, I've got our one side floured and our other side floured. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pizza cutter and go all the way down like this. Okay? And then I'm going to go across like that. And I'm going to have like four, I don't know if you want to call it 4 little sheets. And then we're going to make them into like triangles. And we're going to put our spinach filling in that. But that's what this looks like. So I just wanted to show you that. I've already cut it, but I just wanted to show you. See how I took my pizza cutter and I went all the way down like this, and then I went all the way down like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some melted butter on this, and I'm going to put some melted butter on top of this. See that? And then we're going to put the spinach filling in this, and we're going to fold it over like that. And then we're going to do like little crevices or little indentations with a fork. It'd be really cool. Okay? But that's my next step, is to put some butter on this. Alright, I've got my mom holding the camera so that way I can show you guys how to do this. Now what I'm going to do is I've got our melted butter. I want you guys to see this. See, like a brush? You can have any type of little brush. I'm going to take that, I'm going to put our butter on like this. Okay. I'm moving it all over the place. Now I'm going to put that off to the side. Then I'm going to take our filling. It's usually like a 1.5 tablespoons. And I'm going to put our filling in here. It's kind of a lot. It looks really good. Now let me put this together like this. Get that off my hands. Make sure that your hands are very clean when you do this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over. And I'm just going to pinch the little sides together. Okay. I think I got a little bit too much in this. You're going to pinch the sides together, like. So let me pinch it. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to come in here, I'm going to take a fork, and see how I go down with the fork like that? It's almost like a little pie that you're doing. See that? Now let me put this in over here. Let me turn it this way, stuff that in a little bit more. Bring that down a little bit more like that. Like that, and like that. See how that turned out? That turned out really good. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to do all 4 of these and get these ready. And there's also a second sheet that I'm going to do as well. But I wanted to show you this. And then once we get everything done, we're going to do an egg wash. Now you're going to do an egg wash on top of this. And that's what gives it that brown coating. Like that nice golden brown to it. So that's what I'm going to work on, and I'll be right back. Now what I'm going to do, sorry for the movement of my camera, is I want you guys to see this. This is the second pastry sheet because you get 2 in a box. Okay. Now this has flour. I have flour on my board, and also on this side is flour. I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use this side. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take my pizza knife, pizza cutter, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to go all the way down like that, and I'm going to make like little pies. Now, I'm going to take some butter, excuse me, and I'm just going to put a little bit of butter on it, not a lot, you know, just a little, and I'm going to take a spoon and a half. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more. There we go. I don't want a lot of filling in this because then it's going to be too hard to close. Let me back this on up that way you guys can see it. See that? It's going to be too hard to close. If you pack too much filling in this, it's going to be too hard to close, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure that you stuff your filling in like that. We're going to fold this over. Now, watch how I do this. I'm going to match it up to the sides here. See how I got it matched up to the sides? And I'm going to match that side up. Now I'm going to close it like, okay? Then I'm going to take a fork, okay? And I'm going to press it down. You know how you have like all those banquet pot pies, Swanson, stuff like that? I'm going to seal it. See that? I'm going to seal it up. Now what I'm going to do is, see that? I want you guys to see how good that looks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an egg wash on this when I get them all done, and then you're going to put a couple of slits. Like you're going to slide, you're going to cut this right here, cut that right here, so that way it breathes. Because if you don't cut it, then you'll have stuff, you'll have everything oozing out and everything like that. You don't want that. So see how that looks? Doesn't that look beautiful? So that's what you're going to do. Alright everyone, look how good those look. See the little slits I was talking about? So I put those on in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in our preheated 400-degree Fahrenheit oven. And it says to cook 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to put these in at 25 minutes. But before we put these on in, I have to do an egg wash. And the egg goes up on top of this, okay? So I'm just going to lightly put the egg wash on top, okay? And I will show you that. Okay, Mom, if you would be so kind, hold on, to hold the camera. Now here's our egg. Okay, now here we go. And you just put it on, and it gives it that nice golden color. And it's just absolutely wonderful. These are so, so good, and they're light to eat, you know. I just absolutely love them. They are a perfect, like if you want to have like a little appetizer, a snack, and it is just so, so good. And this smells wonderful. The spinach, the onion, the feta. If you love feta like I do, you will absolutely love this. So I'm just taking our egg wash, and I'm just putting it on like that. You don't have to put a lot, you know, just brush it on, and it gives it that nice, nice color. Oop, stay there. It's moving on me. Okay. All right, so here we go. We get over here. And this is absolutely wonderful, you guys. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. All right then, now I'm going to put this in our oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it says on the back of the package to cook 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to put this on for 25 minutes because everybody's oven is different. But I'm going to check them at 23 minutes because I don't want these to overcook and be burned up. Now look how good these look. These turned out absolutely beautiful. Now I had my oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and on the package it says 25 to 30 minutes. Now in my oven this only took 18 minutes. So Everybody's stove is a little bit different. If I would have left them in there, I would have burned them up. But anyways, this is absolutely wonderful, and it took 18 minutes. Look how good that looks. Doesn't that look wonderful? And look at that. I absolutely love these. They're light, they're filling, and I got to show you the rest of them. Look how good those look, you guys. Look at that. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Please click the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that way every time I come on, you know. Also, I want to thank all the subscribers out there. And if you're watching this video for the first time, I would love to have you as part of my YouTube channel. Please click the subscribe button. Again, thank you for watching this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.